YouTube, in the last video I said that I would address a comment. Let me go ahead and show you this comment again. Enhanced Pyrotechnics commented on the installing and using yaourt video. He said, thanks for the tutorial. It would be better though if you explained what every command argument does. For yaourt, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the video that yaourt, as far as I know, uses the same commands as Pac-Man. And I guess I could go through every last one, but understand there are an awful lot of commands and a lot of things you can do with Pac-Man especially. So what I'm going to do instead of doing all that, I'm going to show you guys a trick that should help you out dramatically. And this is not just with yaourt or Pac-Man. This is pretty much anything that runs in the command line. So I'm going to show you something here real quick. Let me go ahead and open up a console, a terminal. And we're going to start off with using yaourt because that was the video you commented on. You're wanting to know what the arguments are and what they do, right? Well, here's a great way to do it. Type in yaourt and then type in -- help. Okay? Hit enter. And then it will literally give you a list of what the switches will do, okay? Or they call them operations here. And over here on this side, it will give you kind of the syntax of what it is that you're wanting to do. First, you're going to pick your options, which are, operations down through here, right? And then what package you want to apply that to. And of course, if you go across the way here, if you're doing like a query for a certain package, you can do that. You can remove, with a -R, and then the name of the package. Now remember, the name has to be exactly right. It's the same as using Pac-Man. And then there's sync, and then package, upgrade package. Clean doesn't really have anything other than clean. So you're not actually going to put a package name in here. But here you can back it up, save directory, and then restore file. Let's see. If you need more information on this, just do a Google search and go check the archlinux.org website is the one I would recommend in the forums. A lot of packages will actually have their own website, and sometimes you can find more information out in the AUR. It just requires just a little bit of looking around. It's not anything that I don't think you can handle. But that being said, what I do also want to do is I want to show you Pac-Man as well. So if I do Pac-Man, I want to show you that they're the same. And I do help. You list them off. You see that the letters, for the most part, are the same. You can do a little bit more with yaourt than with Pac-Man. And understand also this is not everything. Let me show you something else too, because this is going to make life a little bit easier for you. In the example of Pac-Man, let's say that the capital S is one that you use a lot, right? It's sync, and you should already know when you want to update your database. You don't want to do a Pac-Man update. You'll do or the list of available packages. Update your package list. Then you'll do Pac-Man -S lowercase y lowercase y, and SYY capital S Y Y, put it that way, will actually force an update. But you'll notice there's no lowercase y here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look under this switch to see what we can do with that one. So in order to do that, you just type in Pac-Man, just like you would, do the capital S, do a space, and then do help again. Oops, 2 dashes. That second one didn't take. But if you hit enter now it spits out all these lowercase letters that can be used in conjunction with capital S, okay, with the sync function. So like SYY is the example we had. Well, there's SY. SY is refresh, and you look right here, SYY, which is what that would be, -S, and you can also do it -S space -YY, or you can do, of course, capital S, lowercase y, lowercase y. Anyway, but you see what this does. To force a refresh even if up to date. It tells you exactly what all these different things do. And you know, there are quite a few things you can do with Pac-Man. And all you need to do is look under each of these, and then, you know, each of these capital letters, and it'll show you what other options are available for those particular functions. Okay, but the help command, dash dash help, is your friend. So hopefully this has helped you out. You know, I'm a firm believer in that old adage. You know, if you feed a man a fish, you feed him for a day, but if you teach him to fish, then you feed them for a lifetime. So what I'm trying to do is show you how to find the information yourself. Okay, just to make it easier on you, because that help command it comes in real handy. Almost, and I say almost all the commands that you can put in the terminal will usually have a help file attached to it, where it will have some information like this for you. And sometimes they'll use -H. And they won't have the dash dash help, or sometimes they will have dash dash help but not -H, and sometimes they will support both, and other times they don't support either one of them. You know, that's kind of a rarity, but sometimes that does happen. But more often than not, you can use this little help command, and it will usually get you some information. Okay, so hopefully that has helped you out. Go ahead and close that out. Enhanced Pyrotechnics. I was able to answer hopefully both your questions. The last video was this one here, that I kind of showed you where to find your acceleration, deceleration. And this video, as promised, I covered what the commands are, at least where to find the information for the arguments. So hopefully that has helped you out. Thanks a lot for watching, and if it has helped you out, you know, and you know, it's working for you and you kind of appreciate the videos, that's great. Please like and subscribe and return for future videos. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Bye.